Broadcasting live from the Meridians via OBS Studio Broadcast Center at Fordyce Center in Antioch, this is Tennessee Sports Network. As we say good evening and welcome to our last broadcast of Week 9 of the 2024-2025 GNASH regular season. I know there's a game tomorrow, but we're not covering it. And this is kind of a big game. Father Ryan taking on Franklin. If this game ends in a tie or Franklin win, then the Irish are out of contention for the GNASH Cup regular season championship. That means 7 teams would be eliminated, and it would set up tomorrow for Ensworth-Nowensville-Lipscomb to clinch a Predators Cup berth with a win over the Outlaws. Yes, the butterfly effect of this game, the result of this game, could be massive. All right, so let's go over the final scores from this week. On Monday, the Tennessee Outlaws beat Rutherford Rampage 5-0. Hendersonville beats Lawson, beat Father Ryan 6-0. Montgomery Bell beat Centennial FRA 2-0. Brentwood beat Station Camp Liberty Creek 3-2. And Franklin beat Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill 6-0. It was senior night for the Admirals. Then last night, Ensworth-Nowensville-Lipscomb beat Independence BA USN Nashville Christian 8-0. JP2MLK beat Brentwood 4-1. And Summit Page beat the Montgomery County Rangers 13-1. So here are the standings coming into tonight's action. Ensworth-Nowensville-Lipscomb still perfect. 9 games, 9 wins. No losses, no ties. Hendersonville in second at 7-2-1. Franklin in third at 7-2. Montgomery Bell Academy in fourth at 6-2-1. Ravenwood at 6-1. Summit Page and JP2MLK at 6-2. Tennessee Outlaws holding down in eighth at 4-3-1. Rutherford Rampage at 4-6. Brentwood at 3-6-1. Centennial at 3-5-0 or 3-5. Yeah, 3-5-0. Father Ryan in 12th at 2-5-1. Station Camp Liberty Creek at 1-6-2. Independence BA USN Nashville Christian at 1-6-1. Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill at 0-8-2. Montgomery County Rangers at the bottom of the table at 0-9. The teams that have been eliminated from GNASH Cup regular season championship contention so far: Rutherford, Brentwood, Station Camp, Indy, Mount Juliet, and Montgomery County. And again, if Father Ryan lose tonight or this game ends in a tie, then the Irish will be out. And if that happens and then Ensworth beat the Outlaws tomorrow, it would knock Centennial out, and that means 8 teams would officially be out of contention for the GNASH Cup regular season championship. And that would mean that Ensworth would clinch the first berth in the Predators Cup to be held in February. It's just the one game this evening. Father Ryan and Franklin coming up here in a few minutes on the North Rink in Antioch. And now let's talk about the 2 teams playing our game tonight. First up, Father Ryan, coached by Kyle Dorr. Of course, we had them on Monday when they lost to Hendersonville. And here are the results of Father Ryan's last 5 games. Dating back to the 4-1 win over the Outlaws on October 10th. Then they lost 2-0 to Ensworth on October 21st. Lost 5-2 to Indy on October 28th. Beat the Montgomery County Rangers a week ago yesterday, 6-0. And then on Monday, the 6-0 loss to Hendersonville. So here are their stats coming into tonight. Colin Sullivan, and well, actually, I need to mentally take a goal away from Gage Hart, unfortunately, because he actually did not score 2 goals against Montgomery County. He scored only 1. Colin Sullivan has 8 goals from 8 points from 5 goals and 3 assists. Gage Hart has 7 points from 6 goals and an assist. Jude Whipple and Merrick McCullers each have 2 points from assists. Danny Libby and Brendan Malloy each have 2 points from a goal and an assist. Sam Halloran has 2 points, both from goals. Parker Causey has a point from a goal. Curtis Newman has 2 points from a goal and an assist. Michael Jaskowski has a point from a goal. And Ridgeway Lambert and Holt Thompson each have a point from an assist. Moving on to goalie play. I can't go over Jack Karpanek's stats because they are not correct. The shots from The shots he faced against Montgomery County were not entered into his stats, so I can't go over those. He did have a shutout in that game, so he does have one shutout on the season. Zach Fonsbeck has played in 5 games. I can't go over his stats. Zach Fonsbeck has played in 5 games. His record 0-4-1. He's played 210 minutes, goals against average of 4.29, no shutouts. He's allowed 20 goals and 142 shots, turned away the other 122. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .859. We are waiting on the officials, it looks like, because both teams they got the door open. They got the doors to the rink open out of their locker rooms, and they're standing right there, ready to come out on the ice. I sure hope that the officials aren't, like, stuck in traffic or anything. That wouldn't be great. That means we'd have to potentially postpone the game, and they've already rescheduled 3 games recently. Father Ryan bench tossing pucks out onto their side of the ice for warm-up. All right, they're going to tell him to go ahead and come out onto the ice. Jack Karpanek leading him out. Now, I was told that Father Ryan would be missing some players because of travel. Gage Hart is not one of them, so Gage Hart is here. Zach Fonsbeck is here. I actually saw Zach earlier about 20 minutes ago. I don't see Colin Sullivan unless he's in the locker room. Warm-up clock has started. So Father Ryan with kind of a short bench. I don't see Colin Sullivan, and I don't see Merrick McCullers. All right, let's move on to Franklin, coached by Todd Gross. Coming into tonight, 7-2. As we look over the results of their last 5 games coming into tonight. Dating back to the 3-0 win over Brentwood on October 2nd. Then they lost 4-1 to JP2 MLK on October the 14th. October 30th, they beat Station Camp Liberty Creek 6-3, lost 3-0 to Ensworth Nolensville Lipscomb on November 4th. And then back on Monday, their senior night game, the first senior night game of the season, they beat Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill 6-0. It's the 3rd straight time that they've beaten Mount Juliet by that score. Here come the officials. Well, both the referees are out here just waiting on the linesman. Yeah, Franklin have now won their last 3 games against Mount Juliet 6-0. And the last 2 games have come on senior nights. When they beat them back on January 29th, it was senior night. And Monday was senior night. So, yeah. Ryan Mannion is the team's leading scorer. He has 13 points from 10 goals and 3 assists. Hank Hayes with 10 points from 6 goals and 4 assists. Casper Thurston, 9 points from 4 goals and 5 assists. Will McCormick, 8 points from 7 goals and an assist. Wyatt Garisher with 6 points from 2 goals and 4 assists. Makita Popoff, 4 points from 2 goals and 2 assists. Quinn Spencer, 4 points from a goal and 3 assists. David Unger, 4 points from 3 goals and an assist. Houston Vale, 3 points from goals. Aiden Murphy and Shang Morton Cox, each with 2 points from goals. Brody Marchie and Braden Coleman each have 2 points from assists. Alex Broy has a point from a goal, and Will Clark, Braden Goulias, Chase Wagers, Josh Yurievich, and Ben Fleming and Baker McCormick each have a point from an assist. Moving on to goalie play. Unfortunately, the stats for Chad Jansen and Grayson Butters are not correct. They screwed up on the number of shots. First of all, they both took a turn in net in Franklin's opening game against the Outlaws on September 18th, and whoever was doing the game sheet counted the shots wrong. So the shot totals for both of those goalies are incorrect. So I cannot go over their stats. Trying to see who I don't see for Father Ryan. I don't see Merrick McCullers. I don't see Colin Sullivan. Trying to count the number of players the Irish have because it might be less than 15. I don't know. Todd Gross, in a text to me yesterday, said that Franklin would only be missing players because of injuries, not because of travel hockey. The Irish have 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, I need everybody to sit down. The Irish have 8 skaters on the bench plus Zach Fonsbeck. Ready to go with this one. Grayson Butter's going to start in goal for Franklin. Jack Carpenet going to start in goal for Father Ryan for this first period. Franklin will carry the puck towards me. Father Ryan will carry it away from me. I'm standing behind and to the left of the net that Father Ryan will defend for the first and third periods. The bleachers side to my left is the near side. The benches side to my right is the far side. Game is underway now. Franklin with a puck at center. And they end up shooting it, or backhanding it out of play. And that took the first 25 seconds off the clock. Draw is going to be on the dot in front of the Franklin bench. Franklin with more players in their bench than the Irish. Franklin with a puck off the draw. Brody Marchie passing it across to the near side now, far side now. It's fired down ice. It's going to be an icing, I think, against the Admirals. Yes, it is. It is an icing. Draw is going to be to the left of Butters. 13:21 to go in the first. No goals on the board. Draw one by Franklin. Puck sent around the boards to the near side. Kept alive by Brendan Malloy. Now it's over on the far side. And Danny Libby couldn't keep the puck in the zone at the right point. It was knocked away from him. It's out at center. Gage Hart with it. Oh, but he loses it. And then Hank Hayes gives it right to Sam Halloran. Puck back in the Franklin zone. Backhanded off the far side glass by Hart. Backhanded around the wall by Baker McCormick. Now it's in the left wing corner as Franklin tried to get it out. Now puck comes to the slot. Gage Hart, a shot over the net. And into the netting above the glass. It may have been deflected. That chance developed for Gage Hart all of a sudden. I think it may have been deflected out of play. 12:40 to go in the first. No goals on the board. Draw's going to be to the left of Butters. Draw one by Father Ryan, and a shot right off the draw from Gage Hart to be turned away by Butters, and then the puck ends up out of play again. First meeting between these two teams since February 21st. When Franklin knocked Father Ryan out of the Predators Cup in the Losers Bracket quarterfinals. I think the final score was 4-3. I'll have to go back and check. Two teams met 3 times last year. Franklin won them all, both regular season meetings and the one playoff meeting. Draw to the right of Butters is won by Franklin. And here's Makita Popov through center, losing the puck as he crosses the Father Ryan blue line. Noah Deffenbaugh sending it up the far side. Franklin get it back. It's back in the Father Ryan zone. Curtis Newman, and it's knocked away. Emma Causey trying to clear it out. She can't. Clearing attempt was blocked by Baker McCormick. Puck is loose. They're jostling for it to that right point. Father Ryan eventually push it out, but Baker McCormick waits for his teammates to get on side and then backhands it right back in the zone. Curtis Newman sends it around the wall to the far side and out. Franklin send it back into the Father Ryan zone, and it's cleared out by Curtis Newman on the near side. It's going to go for an icing. 11:44 to go in the first, and no goals on the board. Draw is going to be to the left of Jack Karpanek. Won by Franklin. Shot from Graham Fleming at the right point was blocked. Here's Brendan Malloy. Passing it up the far side. Curtis Newman goes across. Parker Causey, left wing side of the Franklin zone. Try to go back across to Holt Thompson. It was deflected on its way to Thompson. Franklin trying to send the puck around the wall. Here's Gage Hart. Keeping it alive for Father Ryan. But the Admirals come up with it and clear it down ice. And a pass attempt to Houston Vale missed him. He didn't see it coming, and it ends up going for an icing. Draws to the right of Grayson Butters. Won by Father Ryan, and a shot from Danny Libby. I don't know if that got to the net or not. It went past it. Looked like it just went past it to Butters' right. Father Ryan have been better with a puck here early on, even though they have the shorter bench. Now here come the Admirals again. Ryan Mannion, right wing side of the Father Ryan zone, pushes the puck past Brendan Malloy, goes around the back of the net, passes up to the left point. Here's a shot through traffic off his skate and out of play. That shot was from Baker McCormick, I think. 10:46 to go in the first, still zip-zip. Draws to Karpanek's left. Won by the Irish. Curtis Newman sending it over to the far side. Michael Jaskowski unable to get to it. Here's Casper Thureson putting it out in front. And there's a chance. Oh, shot wide to the left of Karpanek from right in front by Wyatt Garisher. Best chance of the game so far for Franklin. Now here's Ryan Mannion on the left wing, having the puck knocked away by Sam Halloran, kept alive at the left point by Baker McCormick. Now here's Mannion. Bottom of the left circle, double teamed. Garisher with a puck. Passes up to the left point, McCormick. Try to fire it down the wall. It's going around the kick plate to the near side. Curtis Newman trying to control. Ryan Mannion falls over trying to put his body up against Newman. And now back the other way goes Ridgeway Lambert. He's in the Franklin zone on the right wing side. Try to pass across, intercepted and knocked out of the zone by the Admirals. There's Jaskowski inside his own zone, and the puck knocked away. Wyatt Garisher backhands it down into the left wing corner. Puck comes around to the near side boards, cleared out by Gage Hart. Franklin with a puck again as Father Ryan makes some changes. Here's Hank Hayes with a shot inside the Father Ryan slot, gloved and held onto by Karpanek. 9:22 to go in the first, still no goals on the board. Draw's going to be to Karpanek's left. Won by Franklin. Will McCormick passing it down into the right wing corner. Now it comes back up to the right point. Here's a shot from David Unger, stopped by Karpanek. And it's cleared out up the far boards by the Irish. No icing because it went through a crowd of Franklin players on its way out. Admirals with the puck again. Oh, given away at the blue line, held in the zone for a moment by Gavin Thornburg. Now back the other way come the Admirals. Here is Cole Wright with a shot, right wing side of the Father Ryan zone. A shot stopped by Karpanek. And the puck cleared out by the Irish. Doesn't get anywhere near the goal line for an icing. And now at center with it is Will McCormick. He brings it back into the Father Ryan zone on the left wing side. Trying to go to the front of the net. Puck knocked away by Curtis Newman. Put out in front. And a shot from Hank Hayes was deflected by an Irish defender. And now here's Thomas McTasney firing it on goal from center. Stopped by Grayson Butters. Now the puck on the near side of the Franklin zone. And it's picked up by the Admirals. Here's Hank Hayes. Back into the Father Ryan zone. Could not get around the back checking Curtis Newman. Tried to push the puck around him, but he gave it right to him. At center, Hayes dumps it back into the Father Ryan zone. On the near side, it's brought out by Ridgeway. No, it's not brought out by Ridgeway Lambert. He runs into Graham Fleming and loses the puck. Now Curtis Newman behind his own net with it, passing to his right, and Jaskoski sending it up the far boards, but it's taken by Mikita Popov. Now Popov, pass across, intercepted by Thomas McTasney, and then he gives it right back to Franklin. He gives it right to Will Clark, who pushes it towards the Father Ryan net, steered away by Karpanek. Father Ryan changing. They've got to. They've only got 13 skaters tonight. Got some players missing because of travel, so they've got to change. There goes Danny Libby to center. Passing it over Gage Hart, left wing side of the Franklin zone to the net. A shot, missed the net. To the left of Butters. Best chance for the Irish so far. Puck at center. Ridgeway Lambert passing ahead to Gage Hart, who takes a bump right as he crosses the Franklin blue line and loses the puck. Admirals trying to get it out. They do. Dump back into the Father Ryan zone. Sit the kick plate. Oh, and Braden Goulias put the body on Parker Causey, but he's the one that goes into the boards hard. Brendan Malloy passing the puck out to center. It's back in the Franklin zone, picked up by David Unger. Now the puck sent the other way by the Admirals. Icing waved off. Curtis Newman catches up to it right before his own goal line. I don't think they would have called icing anyway. It was slowing up quite a bit for him to catch up. Now the puck's back at center. Shane Morton Cox. Back into his own zone. And now back the other way come the Admirals. Here's Houston Vale. Right wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Lost the puck to Michael Jaskoski, trying to clear it out at the far side. Held into the left point. There's a shot. Took a deflection, I think, off Curtis Newman and went past Karpanek to his left. Wyatt Garisher with the puck now, backhanding it up to the left point. David Unger passing it back down to the half wall, and Garisher back out to the blue line. Here's Baker McCormick now on the right wing side, nudging the puck down to the right wing corner. Now here's Gage Hart. Flipping it up the near side to center, but it's taken back by the Admirals. Baker McCormick passing it over to Casper Thureson. Tried to pass across to Garisher, went off the stick of Parker Causey. Held in the zone, though, by Ryan Mannion, but then he gives it away to Newman, who then has it knocked off his stick. This is still inside the Father Ryan zone. Now the Irish clear the puck out. There's a shot from center by the Admirals that's wide to the right of Karpanek. And now the Irish bring the puck out. It's Parker Causey. Into the Franklin zone on the right wing side, but offside. He started moving all the way to the right wing side. And I guess Holt Thompson went over the blue line before he did. That brings about the first whistle in a good while. 4:47 to go in the first. Still no goals on the board. Draws on the dot right in front of the Franklin bench. Here's Ryan Mannion. As Franklin win the draw, Mannion brings it into the Father Ryan zone, takes a shot, stopped by Karpanek, Rebound from Thurston, stopped by Karpanek. Mannion shooting for the bottom of the right circle. Karpanek made the first save, and then a gentle little flip by Thurston, and the puck landed in his glove. Draw be to Karpanek's left or right. It's going to be to his left. It's one by the Irish. Brendan Malloy trying to clear it out at the near side. Held it on the right point by Brody Marchi and fired back down the wall to the right wing corner. Malloy trying to clear again. Actually passes it up the boards to Gage Hart. Hart sends it into the Franklin zone. Here's Ridgeway Lambert. Odd angle shot from the bottom of the left circle. Stopped and covered up by Butters. 4:17 to go in the first. Still no goals on the board. Draws to the left of Butters. One by the Irish over. The Irish player in the right wing corner fell over with it, allowing Franklin to clear. Puck back in the Father Ryan zone. Curtis Newman beats Will McCormick to it. Newman trying to bring it out of the zone. He backhands it up the far side to center and Ridgeway Lambert. Now the puck's back in the Franklin zone. Hank Hayes with it for the Admirals. Trying to pass it around to the near side. Then Hayes goes behind the net to pick it up. Oh, but then he gives it away to Gage Hart. Hart with a shot in the slot. High slot. Stopped and held on to by Butters. Hayes trying to, instead of just carrying the puck out, trying to pass it to center, and it was intercepted by Gage Hart just inside the blue line and gave him a shot. 3:44 to go in the first. Still no goals on the board. Draws to the left of Butters. The draw is won by Franklin. Will McCormick into the Father Ryan zone on the right wing side. Past the slot. Hank Hayes' shot. Stopped by Karpanek into the netting above the glass. Karpanek comes up big. Draw's going to be to his left again. And okay, no, it's going to be outside the zone on the dot across from the Father Ryan bench. So I guess they're saying, did Hayes get a rebound and ended up flipping it out of the zone? As Father Ryan win the draw and ice it, it looked like it went off of Karpanek and out. So the only way that would have been called off on Franklin is if Hayes got the rebound and flipped it out of play. Draw's going to be to the left of Karpanek. Won by the Admirals. Here's Makita Popoff with a shot in the right circle. Stopped by Karpanek. Holt Thompson banks it off the far glass, and then it hits the skates of Braden Goulias and goes out of play. Goes into the Father Ryan bench. Draw's going to be on the dot right in front of the Irish bench. 3:15 to go in the first. Still no goals on the board. Draw one by the Irish. Michael Jaskowski. Sending it out to the near side at center. Now it's back in the Franklin zone. Admirals with it. Here's Baker McCormick. Sending it out to center. Now Michael Jaskowski. Ahead to Thomas McTasney off his stick. Puck taken back by Franklin. Now it's back in the Father Ryan zone. Curtis Newman sending it around the wall to the far side. Held into the left point. There's a shot off the stick of Curtis Newman over to the far boards. That shot coming, I think, from Braden Goulias. It was kind of a dangerous tip by Newman. It was right in front of the net. If he deflected it the wrong way, it could have gone in. Puck out at center. And here's Makita Popoff. Waiting on some teammates to come off the bench because Franklin are making a change. He had to go back into his own zone. Loses the puck. Thomas McTasney taps it down the left wing boards. Now the Admirals fire it around to the near side. Or far side, excuse me. That's sent back into the zone by Father Ryan. Back the other way come the Admirals. Braden Goulias knocked down by Danny Libby. Correction, no, it is Braden Goulias. Yes, it is. And we get a whistle. Are we going to get a penalty here or what? Yeah, it looks like it. Hooking the call against Michael Jaskowski. Is it Jaskowski or Gage Hart? Can't tell if that's a 0 or an 8 next to the 2. Well, Franklin get the first power play of the game. It's Gage Hart, okay. Franklin get the first power play of the game. No goals on the board. 1:48 left in the first. Draw to the left of Karpanek. And going into the box is Gavin Thornburg joining Gage Hart. So I guess it's a 10-minute misconduct against the Franklin bench that Thornburg is serving. Draw one by Franklin. Here's David Unger, right point. His shot turned away by Karpanek off his left leg pad. Casper Thurston backhanding it out to the blue line. Thurston backhands it down the right wing to Unger. Back to Thurston. Shot, score! Casper Thurston from the top of the right circle fires the puck into the roof of the net. And Franklin take a 1-0 lead with 80 seconds to go in the first. Draw one by Franklin. Hank Hayes, left wing side of the Father Ryan zone, drops it back for Will McCormick. McCormick trying to go through the left circle, couldn't hang on to the puck. Here's Cole Wright now. And he got pulled from behind by Danny Libby, and Libby's going to go to the box. Libby kind of put an arm on him, kind of twisted him as Wright was chasing the puck. And Libby's going to go to the box for holding. So as soon as Franklin convert a power play, they go right back on it. Up 1-0 with 71 seconds to go in the first. Draw me to Karpanek's left. One by Franklin, and a shot right off the draw from Brody Marchie had to be stopped by Karpanek. Shot in the blue line. Oh, they score! Shot from the blue line, took a deflection. Karpanek drifted way too far to his left. The puck very gently hit off the post to his right, and standing right there to knock the rebound in is Cole Wright. And Franklin scored 2 goals in 16 seconds. They're both power play tallies, and they're up 2-0 with 64 seconds left in the first. Puck in the Franklin zone off the draw. We're inside the final minute of the first now. Oh, and now, that could have been a breakaway for Hank Hayes if he'd been able to keep the puck in his stick. Hank Hayes got nearly a home run pass, but he couldn't keep it in his stick. If he'd been able to hang on to it, he might have been off to the races. He brings the puck into the Father Ryan zone. It's in the left wing corner. Puts it out in front, and a redirect by Will McCormick, stopped and covered up by Karpanek with 31.7 seconds to go in the first, and the Admirals up 2-0. Draw to the left of Karpanek again. One by the Admirals, 30 seconds left in the first. Puck taken away and cleared out by Parker Causey. Here's Ridgeway Lambert, left wing side of the Franklin zone. A shot deflected into the netting above the glass by Grayson Butters. Draw's going to be to Butters' right. One by the Irish. Michael Jaskowski at the blue line, had his shot blocked. Puck still inside the zone. Admirals bring it to center. Now it's in the Father Ryan zone, immediately cleared out by the Irish. Puck still at center. Now it's in the Franklin zone. Time's going to run out on the first. Two very late goals in a 16-second span, both in the power play for the Admirals. First one scored by Casper Thurston, and then 16 seconds later it was Cole Wright, making it 2-0 Franklin. And they have that, and that's the score between they and the Irish after one. Ready to go with the start of the second period. Jack Carpeneck still in goal for Father Ryan. Grayson Butters still in goal for Franklin for the second period. Father Ryan will carry the puck towards me. Franklin will carry it away from me as the second period is underway. Puck in the Franklin zone, picked up by Baker McCormick. And sent up the near side by David Unger, and a soft one-timer from Danny Libby was redirected away from the net. Now a shot from the left half wall, and I think Brendan Malloy was turned away by Butters. And now Braden Coleman will carry the puck out to center. It's in the Father Ryan zone, immediately cleared out by the Irish. Danny Libby fires it back into the Franklin end. It's off the kick plate, picked up by David Unger. And then given away, right point. Libby a shot, takes a deflection off the stick of Sam Halloran and goes over the net. Halloran, left wing boards, try to pass to the slot, and Ridgeway Lambert, who backhands it into the left wing corner. Halloran pushed off the puck by Baker McCormick. Here's Parker Causey trying to backhand it in front. It's out on the far boards, and Houston Vale clears it out of the zone. Baker McCormick passing it ahead to Vale, who sends it back into the Father Ryan end, where it's picked up and sent around the boards to the near side by Danny Libby. Here's Ryan Mannion in his own zone. Fires it up the near side to center. Went in between the skates of Casper Thurston. Goes all the way back down into the Father Ryan zone. Icing is waved off because Thurston did make an honest effort to play the puck. Now here's Wyatt Garrisher. Oh, I thought Wyatt Garrisher took that puck away from Danny Libby and was going to the front of the net, or at least trying to pass it to somebody who was there. Franklin do have it, though. Backhanded up to the left point, Brody Marchie. Marchie with a shot that's turned away by Carpeneck. Now back the other way come the Irish. Curtis Newman dumps it into the Franklin zone. Goes to a chase, and then he and Aiden Murphy run into each other, and Murphy goes down on the hit, on the collision. Puck back deep in the Father Ryan zone. Here's Ryan Mannion. Trying to go to the slot, gets off a shot, stopped and covered up by Carpeneck. 11:41 to go in the second. 2-0 Franklin. Draw is going to be to the left of Karpanek. Draw one by Franklin. Cole Wright passing it up to the right point. And Brody Marchi who sends it back down, but it went off the kick plate too far away from Wright. Irish able to clear the puck out of the zone. Sent back in from center by Marchi. Now comes up to Marchi at the right point. Passes down the right wing to Hank Hayes. Gives it away in the slot to Parker Causey, who clears. There's going to be a penalty against Franklin. Aiden Murphy with a big hit on Thomas McTasney at center. And Murphy's going to go to the box. And what's the call going to be? Are they discussing whether it should be a 2 and a 10? See what the referee says. Boarding a 2 and 10, yep. So Aiden Murphy gets a 2 and 10 for boarding. Father Ryan get their first power play of the game, down 2-0 with 11:02 to go in the second. Draw's going to be to the left of Grayson Butters. Puck drifted across the front of the net off the draw. Cleared down ice by the Admirals. Jack Karpanek leaves it for Holt Thompson. Passes up the near side, Ridgeway Lambert. Passes back over to Sam Halloran, who brings it back into the Franklin zone. Now the puck in the right or left wing corner. Parker Causey dropping it behind the net. Here's Baker McCormick firing it up the near side off the stick of Holt Thompson at the left or right point. And now here's Will McCormick back into the Father Ryan zone. Trying to back it in front for Cole Wright. He fell over under a little push from Curtis Newman. And now back the other way come Father Ryan. Here's Ridgeway Lambert back into the Franklin zone. Drops it back in the blue line, but Holt Thompson wasn't aware, and it goes right past him and out. And then offside go the Admirals back into the Father Ryan zone. Will McCormick stepping over the blue line before Cole Wright brought the puck in. 69 seconds left in the power play. 10-10 to go in the second. Still 2-0 Franklin. Draw on the dot right in front of the Franklin bench. One by the Admirals, and David Unger shoots it into the Father Ryan zone past the net to the right of Karpanek. Now here come the Irish, trying to get it out of the zone. Curtis Newman stopping behind his own net and handing the puck off. Now here's Ridgeway Lambert out at center. Passing across to the far side. And Parker Causey. Where the heck is Gage Hart? Is Gage Hart not on this line? He's not out there. As the puck sent the other way by Franklin. 30 seconds left of the power play for the Irish. Well, Gavin Thornburg sitting in the penalty box serving a 10-minute misconduct, I think, against the Irish bench. So they only have 7 skaters on the bench at the moment. And there's a shot from Parker Causey that just missed the net to the left of Butters. And then the puck comes up to the left point. Newman off his stick and into his own bench. 6 seconds left in the power play. 9:08 to go in the second. Still 2-0 Franklin. Draw one by Franklin. Penalty time against them is up. They're back at even strength. Puck ends up back in the Franklin zone. Who's going to get to it first? Casper Thurston beats Emma Causey to it. Gavin Thornburg out of the box. Well, I guess Gage Hart got the 2 and 10. So Gage Hart's sitting in the penalty box still. So Gage Hart got a 2 and 10 near the end of the first there. Shot from the left point, and Casper Thurston misses the net, I think, to the left of Carpeneck. Now there's a backhander from Makita. Popov stopped and covered up by Carpeneck. And they forgot to start the clock because it's running. They did not start the clock after the face-off as it runs down to 8:45. Draw to the left of Carpeneck. So that means the clock's going to stop when they push the button. They dropped the puck, and yep, the clock stopped. Shot from the right point misses the net. Somebody needs to tell them the clock is not running. They need to start the clock. Shot from the left point stopped. Clock hasn't been running for about 30 seconds because they didn't run it during the previous play. It ran during the break-in play. How is no one? Okay, now they finally pushed the button to start the clock. Good God. It was 45 seconds. At least 45 seconds. Puck in the Franklin zone. Brody Marchie carries it out to center. Crosses the red line. Brings it into the Father Ryan zone on the right wing side. Gets off a shot. Save, rebound. Oh! Saved by Carpeneck. And then there was a big rebound, I think, for Shane Morton Cox. But he couldn't get his stick on it. Okay, Gage Hart got a 2 and 10 for head contact towards the end of the first. Okay. Franklin with a puck still in the Father Ryan zone. Here's Graham Fleming, a shot blocked. Ryan Mannion keeps alive. Mannion trying to move down the right wing. He's trying to maneuver around Father Ryan players like he's on an obstacle course. Puck cleared out by the Irish. David Unger trying to pass it up the far side. Now it ends up back in the Franklin zone. He's going to get to it first. Ridgeway Lambert goes around the back of the net. Puts it out in front. And a shot stopped by Butters. He got over in time to turn away a shot from Parker Causey. Here's Causey with a puck. Passing it out to the blue line. Shot stopped by Butters. It was a soft shot from the blue line by, I think, Gavin. Was it Gavin Thornton? No, it was Danny Libby. Off the left leg pad of Butters, and then he covers. And then there was a little push after the whistle. Holt Thompson kind of went into Thompson after the whistle. Casper Thurston pushed him away. I think Thurston's going to go to the box. So what's Thurston going to go in for? He's still talking to the referee. He hasn't even gone in the box yet. Roughing. As he finally goes into the box after about a 30-second chat with the ref. So Father Ryan back to the power play, down 2-0 with 6:45 to go in the second. Draw is going to be at center on the dot across from the Father Ryan bench. Franklin have too many skaters in the ice. Will McCormick has to go off to reduce it from 5 to 4, and the draw is now going to be inside the Franklin zone to the left of Butters. No. Okay, they changed their mind. They're going to drop it on the dot across from the Father Ryan bench at center. Draw one by the Irish. Sam Halloran brings it into the Franklin zone. Soft little shot right through the skates of Baker McCormick. Went past the net to the left of Butters. Puck kept alive at the blue line by the Irish. Here's Holt Thompson having the puck knocked off his stick. Now here's Hank Hayes. And the puck cleared out by Brody March. He cleared all the way down ice. Picked up by the Admirals. They put it in front. It went off the stick of Curtis Newman. And the Irish at center get the puck back into the Franklin zone. But Ridgeway Lambert was right at the blue line and decides to turn it back the other way to allow his guys to regroup. Now it's brought back in the Franklin zone, but immediately cleared out. And then brought back in Ridgeway Lambert, shot in the right circle, stopped and covered up by Butters. 59 seconds left of the power play, 5:44 to go in the second, still 2-0 Franklin. Draws to Butters left. One by the Irish. Holt Thompson shot through traffic, blocked by a couple of sticks, couple of Franklin sticks. The sticks of David Unger, and I think Wyatt Gersher was the other. It hit them both. I mean, they were like linked up like they were kissing. Shot from the left wing boards, and Curtis Newman was stopped by Butters, and the puck cleared out by the Admirals. Puck back in the Father Ryan zone. Holt Thompson slaps it off the boards, and out to center it goes. 30 seconds left on the power play for the Irish. Wyatt Gersher brings the puck back into the Father Ryan zone. Down the right wing he goes. Backhands it over to Will McCormick. Puck is behind the net. McCormick trying to put it out in front. Big battle for the puck along the end boards. And the Irish pick it up. Bring it back to center. Here's Ridgeway Lambert. Shooting it back into the Franklin zone. Butters actually came out of his net. It would have gone out past the net to his left, but he decided to stretch out, catch it, and then drop it. Penalty time against Franklin, by the way, is up. They're now back at even strength. Puck back inside their zone to the left wing corner. Backhanded around the wall to the near side by David Unger. Wyatt Gersher going to carry it out. And Casper Thurston backhands the puck back into the Franklin zone, but Alex Broy was offside because he fell down trying to get onto the bench. He did get onto the bench without playing the puck. Here is Parker Causey bringing the puck back into the Franklin zone. Got knocked down by Casper Thurston, who's going to go right back to the box. Crossed the blue line. Thurston knocked him down. Oh, it's a head contact. So Thurston is off for 2 and 10 for head contact. The Irish return to the power play down 2-0 with 3:53 to go in the second. Gage Hart has finally served his 2 and 10. And he's out on the ice. In fact, he just got kicked off the faceoff dot to the left of Butters. Franklin win it. But the puck hit a couple of Father Ryan skates and stopped dead. Now Will Clark trying to get it over to the far side. He does, but he has it knocked away. Still inside the zone. Oh, but then taken right of the blue line by Makita Popov. Back the other way he goes. Into the Father Ryan zone. Popov in front to the net. Back in to score. Danny Levy couldn't keep the puck in his stick at the Franklin blue line. Makita Popov swoops in. Carries it down ice. Right down the middle. Goes to the left-hand side of the net. Backhands it in. It's a shorty for Franklin to give them a 3-0 lead with 99 seconds left in the power play and 3:31 to go in the second. Popov brings the puck right back into the Father Ryan zone off the draw. Going over to the right wing side, turns around, tries to pass across. It goes out of the zone. Puck was in the Father Ryan zone for a moment. Again, it comes out to center. Sent back in by the Admirals, who are again shorthanded. Here's Gage Hart, right wing side of the Franklin zone. Goes to the front of the net. Oh, got a shot away, but he didn't shoot it very hard. Stopped by Butters. Under a minute left in the power play for Father Ryan. Puck in the right wing corner. Here's Hart. Coming out to the right circle. Shot stopped by Butters. Hard shot, too. Rebound ricochets out to the far boards. Kept alive at the left point by Holt Thompson. Sent down the left wing. Brody Marchie clears. Goes all the way back down into the Father Ryan zone. Karpanek out of the net to play it. He'll leave it at the boards for Curtis Newman. 30 seconds to go on the power play for the Irish. Here's Gage Hart. Parker Causey back into the Franklin zone. Moves over to the left wing side. Now goes below the goal line. Gets pushed into the boards by Brody Marchie. Backhands the puck out in front. Kept alive at the blue line. Shot by Curtis Newman. Was blocked. And then the rebound shot past the net to the right of Butters. Brody Marchie tries to clear. Held into the blue line by Newman. Newman, top of the right circle. Shot blocked by the skates of Baker McCormick. Puck hanging out near the blue line. Penalty time against Franklin is up there back at even strength. Puck sent down towards the goal line. Intercepted by Brody Marchie. Sent the other way. Houston Vale now in the Father Ryan zone. Right to the front of the net. A shot stopped by Karpanek. Now the other end of shot score. Gage Hart. Gage Hart rips the puck into the roof of the net from the high slot to put Father Ryan on the board. It's 3-1 Franklin with 93 seconds to go in the second. So they were missing him while he was sitting in the box serving his 2 and 10. Draw one by the Admirals. Wyatt Garisher with a shot from the left point of the Father Ryan zone, turned away by Jack Karpanek, and then the puck ends up going out of play. Draw to the right of Karpanek. Won by the Irish. They get it out of the zone. Drifting back into the Franklin end. Picked up by Gage Hart. Oh, but he overskated it. Here's Wyatt Garisher. Around the back of his own net. Last minute of the second. Franklin cleared out of the zone. It's a foot race. Hank Hayes gets there. Takes a shot. Stopped. Rebound. Score. Hank Hayes made the initial shot. Jack Karpanek made the save. And then the trailer came in from behind and scored. I'm not sure who it is just yet. It's Ryan Mannion. It's Ryan Mannion who scores in the follow-up. And 42 seconds after Gage Hart puts Father Ryan on the board, Ryan Mannion re-extends their lead to 3. 51 seconds exactly to go in the second. Now 4-1 Franklin. Draw one by the Admirals. Trying to get it out of their zone. Gage Hart breaks up a clearing attempt by Graham Fleming. Now the puck out on the far boards. Now Ridgeway Lambert passing out to the left point. A shot from Curtis Newman. was turned away by Grayson Butters. Puck put out in front, knocked away from Gage Hart. Puck carried to center by Will McCormick. Now 20 seconds to go in the second. McCormick to the front of the Irish net. Couldn't get off the shot. Puck out at center. Admirals with it. Here's Will McCormick. Back into the Father Ryan zone on the left wing. Drops it back for Cole Wright. And time's going to run out on the second. Franklin goals scored by Mikita Popov and Ryan Mannion. And Gage Hart, after finally serving the rest of his 2 and 10, got the Irish on the board at the end of 2. Franklin now lead Father Ryan 4-1. Ready to go with the third and final period of this one. Grayson Butters still in goal for Franklin. Jack Karpanek still in goal for Father Ryan. This third period, Franklin will carry the puck towards me. Father Ryan will carry it away from me. Third period underway. Franklin with a puck off the draw. Here's Wyatt Garisher bringing it into the Father Ryan zone on the left wing side. In the left circle, on angle shot, stopped by Karpanek, who then slides into the post to his right and dislodges the net. Brings about the first whistle of the third. Draw to the right of Karpanek. Won by Franklin. Here's Ryan Mannion. Scored the most recent Franklin goal inside the final minute of the second. Handing it off, Baker McCormick, left point. McCormick with a long-range shot. Gloved and held on to by Karpanek. Sliding from right to left. 13:28 to go, 4-1 Franklin. Draws to Karpanek's right. Won by the Admirals. Here's Ryan Mannion moving through the left circle, taking a shot over the net. Puck held into the right point by David Unger. Sent around the wall to the far side. Holt Thompson tried to clear. Puck was held in at the left point by Baker McCormick. Tried to send it towards the net. It goes past the net to the right of Karpanek. Now the puck backhanded back into the Father Ryan zone from center. Picked up by Brendan Malloy. Malloy carries it out. Pass ahead, Curtis Newman. Now the puck back in the Franklin zone on the near side. Here's David Unger sending it around to the far side. Now Wyatt Garisher, left wing side of the Father Ryan zone, whizzes it to the net, or whizzes it past the net to the left of Karpanek from the left circle. Puck cleared down ice by Ryan Mannion for an icing from his own zone. 12:17 to go, still 4-1 Franklin. Draw's going to be to Grayson Butters right. Won by Father Ryan, but Noah Deffenbaugh gets knocked down, and back the other way come the Admirals. They lose the puck at center. Gavin Thornburg shooting it on goal from just behind the red line, turned away by Grayson Butters, and the puck is now iced by the Admirals. Draw will be to Butters right again. Won by Franklin, and the puck ends up being sent into the netting above the glass on the near side. So they'll drop the puck to the right of Butters once more. And one of the linesmen having to go to the Franklin bench to get a new puck. Draw to Butters right again. Won by Franklin again. Puck ends up in the Father Ryan zone on the right wing side. Picked up Hank Hayes around the back of the net. Backhands it out in front. Will McCormick trying to stuff it in, but it's covered up by Karpanek. .38 to go. Still 4-1 Franklin. Draws to Karpanek's right. Won by the Admirals. Cole Wright trying to get it to the front of the net. And Karpanek once again has it covered at his right-hand post. Will McCormick pushing with Michael Jeskoski after the whistle. Draw to the right of Karpanek. Puck held in. There's Cole right in front of the backhander. Stop. Nice stop by Karpanek. Followed him all along. Made the save with the right leg pad. Stopped Wright from scoring what would have been his second goal of the game. Here's Will McCormick. Oh, he got tripped. Trying to go from the right half wall right to the front of the net. Got tripped from behind by Sam Halloran. Referee has his arm in the air as they finally blows the whistle as Father Ryan finally touch up the puck, and Sam Halloran goes straight to the box, no arguing. Had that stick blade out just a little too far. McCormick stumbled over it and fell. So Franklin back to the power play up 4-1 with 10:48 to go. Draw to the right of Karpanek. Father Ryan win the draw and clear it out. Clear it all the way down into the Franklin zone. And here come the Admirals. Alex Broy, left wing side of the Father Ryan zone. Drops it back, leaves it for Makita Popoff. Soft little shot from the left circle. Gloved and held onto by Karpanek. Well, that was Cole Wright's first GNASH goal earlier in this game. Very late in the first. Draw to the right of Karpanek, won by the Admirals again. Shot from the blue line, and David Unger hit the left thigh of Brendan Malloy, went into the right wing corner. Admirals trying to shake the puck loose, and it goes out to center. Here's Gage Hart bringing it back into the Franklin zone. David Unger puts the body on him and drives him into the inboards. Didn't really drive, more like steer. He didn't do it very hard. Now here's Parker Causey playing the puck near the front of his own net, trying to clear it out. And the Admirals have it. Ryan Mannion, right circle shot. Oh! I think it may have maybe hit the crossbar and went right into the inboards. The shot in the blue line. Shot in the blue line was wide, and then the rebound try off the boards by Mannion was stopped and held on to by Karpanek. 44 seconds left of the power play, 9:31 to go in the game. Still 4-1 Franklin. Draw will be on the dot across from the Father Ryan bench at center. Won by the Admirals, but knocked off the stick of Ryan Mannion. It is inside the Father Ryan zone and then cleared out by Holt Thompson as soon as he catches up to it. Under 30 seconds left of the power play for Franklin. Ryan Mannion brings the puck back into the Father Ryan zone. Could not get around Curtis Newman, but there was a chance for Wyatt Garrisher. His shot on the slot was blocked. Puck sent down the wall to the left wing corner. Michael Jaskowski trying to clear it out. Held in Mannion. Mannion trying to go to the right circle. Penalty time against Father Ryan is up. They're back at even strength. Here's Mannion passing up to the right point. And Brody Marchi moving along. Taking a shot, hit the skate of Curtis Newman and went past the net to the left of Karpanek. Puck cleared out by Jaskowski. Here's Ryan Mannion, shot, score. Puck brought back in, and Ryan Mannion rips it into the roof of the net from the left circle for his second goal of the game, and it's 5-1 Franklin with 8:24 to go. Puck in the right wing corner of the Father Ryan zone off the draw. Emma Causey put the body on Shane Morton Cox and put him into the boards. There you go, girl. As Father Ryan iced the puck. Draw to the left of Karpanek. Won by Franklin. A shot. Redirected off a skate. Right to the net. Had to be stopped by Karpanek. Went off, I think, a Father Ryan skate. I think it hit the skate of Gulius. Puck ends up back in the Father Ryan end. Cleared out. Shane Morton Cox sitting it the other way. And it's cleared out again, this time by Danny Libby. Puck brought back into the zone by Aiden Murphy. He served a 2-10 earlier in the game. Got it in the second for head contact. He's out of the box now. Puck on the right wing side. Will McCormick got knocked down. Now the puck comes in front to Hank Hayes, and a shot stopped by Karpanek. Trying to find it to cover up, and he does. 7:05 to go, still 5-1 Franklin. Draw to the right of Carpeneck. One by Father Ryan, sent around the boards to the near side. Now the puck in the right wing corner. Now the puck in the Franklin end. Now it's back in the Father Ryan zone, picked up on the right wing side. Will McCormick put in front? Oh, going to goal, Hank Hayes. Hank Hayes was coming down the slot all alone. McCormick found him. He deked Carpeneck way to the right and backhands it in to make it 6-1 Franklin with 6:22 to go. And the Father Ryan short bench, well, the fatigue's caught up to them. And also, Franklin are physical as hell. They play such a physical game, and that's worn them down too. That really doesn't help a short bench when your opponent ain't afraid to hit. Here's Will McCormick, left circle shot, stopped by Carpeneck with a right leg pad. And pass up to Baker McCormick. Tried to keep the puck in the zone at the left point. He could not. Retrieves it at center and dumps it back into the Father Ryan end. David Unger with a shot in the blue line. Went off the skate of Parker Causey. Now here's Mikita Popov. Mikita Popov moving to the left circle. A shot stopped by Carpeneck with a right leg pad. Puck put out in front, but intercepted by Holt Thompson. Banks it off the far boards, but it stays in the zone. It was like a boomerang. It almost came right back to him. Now the puck's out on the near side. David Unger, a shot. Stopped and held on to by Carpeneck. 5:12 left, 6-1 Franklin. Draw to the left of Carpeneck, won by Franklin. Brody Marchie, the right point, sends it down the wall. Emma Causey trying to clear it out. Held in. Marchie, right point, shot, stopped and covered up by Carpeneck. Draw to Carpeneck's left again. Won by Father Ryan, cleared out to center, but picked up by Ryan Mannion, who brings it right back into the zone. Mannion with a backhander that took an odd deflection. Comes out to the top of the right circle. Marchie passing it down the right wing to Thurston. Spins away from Emma Causey. Now Thurston passing across, and here's a shot from Aiden Murphy, stopped by Carpeneck. Emma Causey, Curtis Newman having to go past his stick. Put out in front for Casper Thurston, hit his skate, and cleared out by the Irish. And a soft shot from inside the Franklin zone to be stopped by Grayson Butters. Now the puck back in the Father Ryan zone, but went too far for Casper Thurston to keep it in. Cleared out by Danny Libby, and then brought back in offside by Ryan Mannion. 4:05 to go, still 6-1 Franklin. Draw was on the dot across from the Father Ryan bench. Won by Franklin, sent into the Irish zone, and then immediately cleared out. Here's Brody Marchie. Clearing it out up the far side, Danny Libby dumps it back into the Franklin zone. Puck sent around the wall to the near side. Now out at center with it. Shane Morton Cox brings it into the Father Ryan zone, but the Irish able to get it out. And Thomas McTasney now. Oh, looked like he was going to go to the front of the Franklin net all alone, but Aiden Murphy comes sliding in like he's trying to steal home and knocks him down, and he's going to go to the box for it. It's going to be Murphy's third penalty, so I'm pretty sure the 2 and 10 are separate. It's a tripping against Murphy. He's got to be careful. If he gets one more penalty, he's out of the game and suspended for the next one. So 3:15 to go in the game. Father Ryan back to the power play, down 6-1. Draws to the right of Butters, and a shot from the slot, and Brendan Malloy misses the net to his left. Butters left, and Franklin fired the puck down ice. Now Father Ryan sent it the other way. It was Brendan Malloy passing it from behind his own net. Got a little deflection from Parker Causey, who couldn't control it. Curtis Newman shot from the right point. Missed the net to the right of Butters. Shot from the left circle. Gage Hart misses the net. Here's Curtis Newman holding it in at the right point. Brendan Malloy shot from the left point, blocked. Puck sliding through center back into the Father Ryan zone. Curtis Newman's going to get there first. Newman behind his own net. Sends it over to the near side for Brendan Malloy. A minute left in the power play for the Irish. Malloy passing it ahead to Sam Halloran. Halloran into the Franklin zone, but offside go the Irish. 54 seconds left of the power play. 2:08 to go in the game. Still 6-1 Franklin. Draws on the dot across from the Franklin bench at center. Won by Father Ryan. Michael Jaskowski dumps it into the Franklin zone. Admirals immediately go to work trying to get it out. Gage Hart on the left wing almost fell to one knee trying to cut to the front of the net, but he lost the puck. Puck's in the right wing corner. 30 seconds left in the Franklin power play. Puck carried out to the blue line. Gage Hart. Pass across. Curtis Newman couldn't get a stick on it. It's behind the Franklin net now. Now it's in the slot for Hart. Parker Causey banks it off the near kick, played out to the left point, and a shot from Curtis Newman was blocked. Penalty time against Franklin is up there back at even strength. Out at center, Jaskowski dumps the puck back into the Franklin zone. It's in the right wing corner. Cleared out. Minute left in the game. Last minute of the game. Here is Will McCormick back in the Father Ryan zone. Holt Thompson brings the puck back into the Franklin zone. Is it taken away and cleared out? Brendan Malloy, side his own zone, passing it up the near side out to center. It's intercepted by the Admirals. Taken back by the Irish, under 30 seconds to go now. There's Makita Papa bringing it back into the Father Ryan zone. Backhanding it over David Unger. Right circle shot, missed the net to the left of Karpanek. Danny Libby clears it out of his own zone for an icing. With 10.1 seconds to go, 6-1 Franklin. Draws to the right of Karpanek. Admirals with a puck off the draw, but Danny Levy trying to clear it out. Gage Hart carries to center, and that's it. Franklin wins 6-1, and Father Ryan are officially out of contention for the GNASH Cup regular season championship, and that means tomorrow, if Ensworth beat the Outlaws, then Ensworth will knock Centennial out of GNASH Cup regular season championship contention and then clinch the first berth in the Predators Cup. So this result tonight has set that up. Ryan Mannion posing with Zach Fonsbeck and Curtis Newman, allowing some friends and family members to get photos before heads back to the locker room. So Franklin are now 8-2. Father Ryan are now 2-6-1. So Franklin are now just 4 points away from a GNASH Cup berth. From a Predators Cup berth. So the goal scorers in this one. Gage Hart had Father Ryan's only goal for Franklin. 2 goals from Ryan Mannion, and the others came from Hank Hayes, Makita Popoff, Casper Thurston, and Cole Wright. I'm going to split player of the game between Mannion and Wright. Mannion for scoring twice, and Wright for scoring his very first GNASH goal. So co-players of the game, Ryan Mannion and Cole Wright, as Franklin win this one 6-1. So let's check the standings with this game now in the books. Ensworth Nolensville Lipscomb leading GNASH at 9-0-0, a perfect start to the season still. Franklin now jump ahead of Hendersonville. The Admirals are now in second at 8-2. Hendersonville beats Lawson in third at 8-2-1 or 7-2-1. Montgomery Bell in fifth at 6-2-1. Ravenwood at 6-1. Summit Page and JP2MLK at 6-2. Tennessee Outlaws in 8th at 4-3-1. Rutherford Rampage at 4-6. Brentwood at 3-6-1. Centennial FRA at 3-5. They are the only team below 8th place that can still win the GNASH Cup regular season championship. But again, if Ensworth win tomorrow, they're out. They're out of contention, and Ensworth officially clinch a Predators Cup berth. Father Ryan now at 2-6-1 after the loss tonight. Station Camp Liberty Creek at 1-6-2. Independence BAUSN Nashville Christian 1-6-1. Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill 0-8-2. And the Montgomery County Rangers are at 0-8-9. So Rutherford, Brentwood, Ryan, Station Camp, Indy, Mount Juliet, Montgomery County all out of contention for the GNASH Cup regular season championship. And again, if Ensworth beat the Outlaws tomorrow, it knocks out Centennial and officially means that Ensworth get a berth in the Predators Cup and will get a chance to defend their title. So let's go over the schedule. So tomorrow, 5:40 on the Terry Chris Spring in Bellevue. Outlaws taking on Ensworth. Again, if Ensworth win, they're in the Predators Cup. They will officially have done enough. Then next week, Monday, 5:30 on Rink A at Centennial. Ensworth Nolensville Lipscomb taking on MBA. $7:05 on Rink A at Centennial. Brentwood taking on the Outlaws. 7:40 over on Rink B. Franklin taking on Ravenwood. 8:30 on the Terry Chris Spring in Bellevue. Centennial taking on the Montgomery County Rangers. That game was supposed to have been played on December 6th. They got moved up almost 3 weeks. Moved ahead of schedule almost 3 weeks. And then 8:35 on Rink A at Centennial, the Rutherford Rampage taking on Station Camp Liberty Creek. Wednesday, 7:10 on Rink A at Centennial, JP2 MLK taking on Ensworth. 8:30, Indy taking on Rutherford on Rink B. And then at 8:45 on Rink A, Brentwood taking on Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill. That game between JP2 and Station Camp that was supposed to have been played next Thursday here in Antioch has been moved all the way to Monday, January 13th at 5:30 on Rink A at Centennial. So no Thursday game next week. It has been rescheduled for after the new year. Now, while Ensworth can clinch a Preds Cup berth tomorrow, next week, not one but 2 Hein Cup spots could end up being claimed. If the Outlaws win either one of their next 2 games, tomorrow against Ensworth or Monday against Brentwood, then Centennial beating Montgomery County on Monday would ensure that the Rangers would get a Hein Cup spot. And then if the Outlaws win either of those games or if they tie, no, they haven't played Mount Juliet, have they? I don't think they played Mount Juliet yet. Okay, so if the Outlaws win one of their games either tomorrow against Ensworth or Monday against Brentwood, then if Brentwood beat Mount Juliet on Wednesday, Mount Juliet would get a Hein Cup spot. So 2 Hein Cup spots could be at stake, or 2 Hein Cup spots could be claimed next week. While Ensworth will try and clinch a Predators Cup berth tomorrow by beating the Outlaws. I haven't told you what we're going to do next week, have I? So Monday, we're going to have our first triple header of the season. We're going to do all those games on Rink A, being there at 5:25 for a 5:30 face-off between Ensworth and NBA, 7 p.m. for a 7:05 face-off between Brentwood and the Outlaws, and then 8:20 or 8:30 for an 8:35 face-off between the Rampage and Station Camp. And then Wednesday, we're just going to do the JP2 Ensworth game, 7:05 pregame for a 7:10 face-off, and that'll be our last game before Thanksgiving. So our first triple header of the season on Monday, and then JP2 Ensworth on Wednesday. And that is it for our coverage of Week 9 of the 2024-2025 GNASH regular season. Again, our final score tonight, Franklin 6, Father Ryan 1. And the Irish are officially eliminated from contention for the GNASH Cup regular season championship, and that sets up Ensworth a chance to clinch a Predators Cup berth tomorrow with a win against the Outlaws. I'll be watching the score. I'll probably be out tomorrow evening. I'll be watching the score on my phone. Again, triple header on Monday. Ensworth NBA, Brentwood Outlaws, Rutherford Station Camp, and then next Wednesday, JP2 against Ensworth. And that'll be our last broadcast before the Thanksgiving break. Thank you all so much for listening this evening. I'm Michael Hackney. Again, our final score tonight, Franklin 6, Father Ryan 1. Have a great weekend. Talk to you Monday at 5:25 from Centennial for a triple header to kick off Week 10 of the season.